If you are looking for a sign to actually jackpot, maybe you've been thinking it since, this is your sign. Run. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm Ashimbola Prestiti Lola, but you can simply call me Lola. So I create content on beauty, lifestyle, and personal development. And with me here is a special guest. So my brother is on this channel this time around. We brought him all the way from United States of Nigeria.
Oh my God.
For now.
That's about to change soon, no?
So, can you please introduce yourself, sir?
Okay, I am Ashimbola Olatomide. You can call me Tongs. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So this is jackpot video. If you have been seeking to jackpot from this country, like to escape, not like escape, this is not exactly like a dungeon like that.
I escape. Viewers, I escape. I beg.
But if you've been seeking for means to like travel out, especially to Canada precisely, my brother is currently a citizen in view.
Well, in view. I'm a
permanent resident of Canada right now. So I think is the best person to actually tell us what we need.
Before you go further, I would like to put this out there. I am not an immigration consultant, and I'm not registered anything as pertaining to immigration. So everything I'll be saying here is purely based on my own experience, personal experience throughout this journey. So I mean, I hope you'll be able to pick one or two things from what I'll be talking about, and you'll be able to work with the information I'll be dishing out.
He's just here to share his experience with us, so we would definitely pick one or two things that would be helpful to us. So it's just like a guide, hint for you to start your own. This is, if you are looking for a sign to actually jackpot, maybe you've been thinking it since, this is your sign. Run. Well, not that serious.
It's not that serious.
I mean,
not everybody.
We are surviving in Nigeria, and actually, you can actually
not
be happy.
Going to leave, and
your happiness is not based on where you live. That's that's just by the way. So let's just get right into the list of questions that I have here, so that we can have a guide to this video.
Thank you.
So, sir, when did you start your journey? Like around what year?
Precisely 2018, after I finished my master's program at Covenant University.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, so
that was when I started the full research. Like I took it like a project. Like, guy, you guys find way. I mean, I finished my first degree from OAU.
Okay.
So I went for service. I mean, it took me time before I finished my degree due to factors beyond my control. Nigerian factor, as you know. OAU factor. Nigeria now. That's all. So then after my service, I thought maybe I was going to get a job after. Then I was pushing. I was applying here and there. I wasn't getting what I actually wanted, but then I decided, okay, let's see, maybe if I get a master's degree. You know, that's what people do in this country. You be like, okay, yeah, after your first degree, okay, no job, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if you get a master's degree. Okay, after that, you get after PhD, what are you not going to get? Almost everybody in Nigeria is educated, like.
So you're actually trying to push to do
you get next thing, so it's a rat race, it's a competition. Trust me, even with that, PhD holders are still looking for jobs in this country. So it's that crazy.
It is what it is.
It's that crazy, trust me.
So you've been on this journey for like 4 years now. It's a long time.
I'm telling you.
And how exactly did you start your processing? Is it that you just went to the embassy now and we just say, give me my visa and everything, let me get out of here?
The first thing is, this is how it starts.
Okay.
When I sat down I thought, okay, I feel that's the next thing for me to do. I'm the firstborn of my family, so as you can imagine, there's a lot of responsibility that lies on my shoulder. So I sat down one day. So I sat down one day and I was like, yo, guy, so you could get your master's. How much do you think you'll be earning like in this country? Okay, do you think you'll still be able to support your parents, support your siblings while they're still schooling as much as I would want to? So I had to ask myself those questions. After those questions that I had to answer, then the next question that came to my mind was, how and where would I want to go? Okay, how would I want to go about it, and where would I like to go? Trust me, people around me. Okay, I have this close friend of mine. We've been on this journey together. He has had his own breakthrough as well. We have always been a dogmatic set of guys as pertaining to moving to Canada. Canada has always been the place for us. It's not like we've been there before. Where we did our research, we knew that okay, it poses what's the word now? I'm not sure if I'm using the right tense. Canada would actually present us a better opportunity and a shorter time frame to actually achieve those goals that we've set for ourselves. So we started researching, okay, Canada, how can we go to Canada? So that was when we now came about Express Entry. The Express Entry process is a program put together by the government of Canada for immigrants around the world to come around. A lot has actually changed from 2018 to date, but trust me, a lot of research is going to keep you abreast of all changes and all updates. So I think that answers your question, right?
Yeah. So you started this journey
2018,
and your means is Express Entry,
yes,
which is one of many.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you're going to Canada, or if you're going to anywhere outside the country, if you want to relocate, technically, but you have to be able to. If you want to do it, I didn't mind myself, 100% myself. I didn't hire any immigration consultant, but I'm not saying everybody should be actually go through that means and do it themselves. So there are several means to actually go anywhere. As for Canada, that's my own peculiarity. You can go through Express Entry, you can go through schooling, then you can go by let's say spousal sponsorship. You can go through I think these are the few ones I can remember for now. Several means available, different pilot programs for those provinces over there in Canada.
What was the first thing you did? Was it to go to a particular website to put down your name, like registration or something, or what was the first thing?
Okay, so like I said, you need to do a lot of research to be sure of the recent and the updated processes. But for Express Entry, when I did my research and the requirements, I discovered that I needed to evaluate my credentials right in the country. Evaluating your credentials, there are bodies that do this credential evaluation thing. This video might not be long enough for us to go too deep into them, but I had to evaluate my credential. I had to evaluate the credentials I got here in Nigeria, my BSc degree, my master's degree. Then there are bodies that actually do these things. They will get your transcript from your school, then they will look for equivalents of your degree in Canada. So I don't know if you get that part. That was the first thing I got to know. Then I discovered that I had to write an English test exam. IELTS, yes. IELTS, you can call it IELTS or IELTS. So I noticed that I had to write that. So what else? Then I needed at least 1 year work experience. So putting together all those requirements, I started seeing how I could go about it step by step. So the first thing I did was try to evaluate my credentials. Trust me, it's going to be capital intensive, this whole process. You spend a lot of money. Not like a loss that you can't afford, but it's about planning for everything you want to do, right?
How can you know if you can afford it?
Yeah, how can you know if you can afford it if you don't try? So I discovered all those processes that I had to go through. So I wasn't putting pressure on myself. I didn't put any timeline, okay, by so year, but I actually did not know it was going to take this long to get. So I did my credential evaluation first. That took me around, let's say, it took me some time to get it done because of some requirements here. Then we were evaluating our secondary school certificates. But now I think that has stopped. You only have to evaluate your highest level of qualification if you're a math. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to have to go under Express Entry, if you have a master's degree, you'll be well placed. If you have a 3 years work experience, at least you'll be well placed. That includes your internship years, I presume. So those were the requirements. And the IELTS exam you have to pass. Like, there's a band score you have to get for you to attain a particular score. So after all this, after waiting all these requirements, your evaluation, your IELTS, your work experience, then you can actually delve into the pool. There's a pool of candidates that are intending to go to Canada. So after getting all these things, that's when you are actually qualified to actually get in the pool. And after getting in the pool, they allot scores to you based on what you're presenting, what your evaluation, your credential evaluation is, what your education background is, what your English score is. I think the band score you need is for to be well placed is 7. You'll be writing your listening, speaking, reading and writing. Yes, you need at least 8 in your listening and at least 7 in other 3. So if you're not getting all those together in one result, my dear, I'm sorry, you have to write it again. I wrote it twice. I was lucky enough.
So thank you very much for what you just explained. So after taking those steps, few steps that you've mentioned, would you like to just briefly explain what the rest of the journey looked like? It's just like a summary.
Still the application process?
Yeah, okay. The application process, just for more insight, for us to just
understand
know
the technicality. Okay, so there are a lot of technicalities involved in this whole process that might not actually fit into just one video. So like I said, after you write your exams and you get your required score and you've evaluated your credentials, then you need to get reference letters. Okay, before you actually do that, those 2 things I first mentioned will actually present you for opportunity to be in the pool. Then this work IRCC do, that's the body that handles immigration in Canada. So there's this draw that they do for everyone in the pool. So let's say in a draw they are trying to invite like 3,005 people, and the cutoff score is 570. I'm just saying, for example. And you after filing your putting up your your getting into the pool, you have to fill an application. That application does not guarantee that you've submitted your application to the IRCC. It's like a pre-application stage, being in the pool. So you fill an application to fill in all the requirements that you have, all your credential, all your work experience, everything. Fill it. The pool allots you a score. Then they do draws every 2 weeks. After that draw, and you are eligible, let's say your score is 571, and the cutoff for the draw is 570 for that particular week. Then you get an invite from them. Like, now you have been invited to apply. That's when the whole seriousness starts. Trust me, you've actually gone through a lot to actually be qualified for that particular stage. So that's when you get an invite. That's when you now get to submit what you really claimed you've achieved and what you really claim you have in your pre-application stage. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it does.
So that's it.
I hope you got 1 or 2 things from that journey. So I would like to ask you, how can you actually describe your journey so far?
It's been challenging, and let me even say challenging is an understatement, because during the process of my own application, a lot happened. A lot in my personal life, a lot in terms of COVID. That COVID year, 2020, it's like that year never existed. It was a disaster in terms of immigration process and everything. Everything was on a hold. Imagine waiting for a whole year without hearing anything. So that's peculiar to my own. Things are actually getting back to normal now. The processing time after you submit your application is roughly 6 months. I mean, that's the recent trend now.
Okay. So what would you describe as your highest high, like your most fulfilling, will I say fulfilling?
You can call it that. You can call it that.
Most fulfilling moment in the whole journey. So what would you describe as that?
Okay, so in my life, I mean, I've had so much eyes, and I mean, you'll be like, nice one, good result, nice one, I won this game, nice one, this is great, nice one, promotion, okay, fine. But this particular one, I was at work that day.
Okay.
It was around 1 p.m. So I was just scrolling through my phone. That email just popped in, bam. And I said ready for visa. I was done for like 5 minutes. I'm like, there was like a replay of everything that's happened in the past 4 years in my life. Brrr, it was just running through my life. Guy, this thing just happened.
Anything?
This thing just happened.
It just be like, really?
Like, guy.
Are you serious?
Guy, I was dumb. I could not see anything. Do you know what happened that day? Coincidentally, my sister was the first person I called.
Because we were chatting around.
We were chatting. Yeah, we were chatting around that time. So I just called like, praise.
This thing we talked about this morning.
What we spoke about this morning has finally come. My sister was like, yeah, what is it? What is it? Bro, tell me, what is it? I'm like,
I was even scared. I thought it was something else.
I've gotten PPR. My sister was, what's PPR? Like, PPR, you know, damn, that was the sweetest moment of this whole journey. You can't imagine. PPR is when they tell you you're ready for visa. You send your passport down so that they can affix your visa on it, so I can get your confirmation of permanent residence.
Okay, that's PPR. That's PPR. Permanent resident.
PPR is passport request.
Thank you.
The request for your passport. That's like, guy, at the approve application. You don't mind my name, but we've approved your application, and you have to like send your passport so that we can stamp it and you can come around. And let me just put this in: being a permanent resident, has so much advantage. If you do your research, if you're like me and you like Canada, being a PR is like second to being a citizen, and you can come and go as you will. It's not like you're going there to school. You're going there as a skilled worker to work immediately. It's not like you are juggling school and working. So you can imagine why I was so happy getting it, and why I was so
excited.
Same
right? Thing. Okay, I think we should just end this video here.
Okay, so we can probably do a part 2.
Another one. Yeah, because
it's a lot to talk about.
He has a lot to tell us, and thank you so much for watching to this point of the video. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I mean, this is my first time in front of camera.
Feels good.
Right. If you guys notice me looking away, and I'm not a shy person.
We will take you like that.
I'm not a shy person.
We'll take you. Your family. We will take you like that. Alright,
guys.
See you guys in the next video. Bye.